Hello, friends and family. How you doing? What's going on? Just coming for a little reading, right? So today I'm just gonna do a random message. Let's see what comes out. The world. So we have some type of form of completion going on. We have some message of you're completing something. There's something that's being completed. And what I'm seeing while shuffling is the Three of Cups, which means that you are getting together, you're forming a bond with spirit on such a spiritual level that it's going to become momentous. It could definitely actually be like a spiritual bond with a group of people, or it could be like a bond with yourself, right? And that's what I think that we're after. We're after a bond with ourself. Yeah, and now I have. Ooh, it came back up again. And now I have the Empress, right? So we're fertile with something. And that's why I think that it's a creation happening with ourselves, right? It's something that we are able to create and birth within ourselves. Remember that every single time that, tarot talks about death or talks about birth, it's not literally talking about death or literal birth. It's talking about what we live hundreds of times a year, where we are birthing something new, being reborn, or where we're dying to something, or we are shutting something down in our lives that, needed to die. So a lot of this is figurative, a lot of it is symbolic. All right. This is my last shuffle. I have the Empress and the Page of Pentacles. Baby, somebody has new coming, honey. A new gift. Yeah, it stayed at the bottom. Somebody has some new stuff coming to you. You got some good, a new situation, a new physical situation. The Queen of Cups heads the reading saying that you are learning what it is like to be yourself, right? It's important to understand about the Queen of Cups is that there's always water down here, but she has her own source of water. So the Queen of Cups is really good at saying, hey, I understand that you are here and I am here, but even though we are both in this water, I know where my water stops and your water begins. And what we're creating here is a spiritual knowledge. And that spiritual knowledge is who we are, and that we need to stay on our throne. Yeah, we don't have to go out of ourselves too much. Ooh, I like that message. There's something in there. We don't have to go out of ourselves too much to find what it is that we're needing. And as a matter of fact, I would say that you should go into yourself, right? Introspection. Doing that introspective, analyses is what gives us direction in the world outside of ourselves so we can make moves, right? A lot of times what happens is we're like, oh, I want money, so let me go get a job. Well, what job are you going to get? Is that a job that meshes good with your soul? I almost forgot myself. I almost freaking forgot myself. Like, this is a goddamn battle. You knowing where you belong and where other people belong and what's on them and what is actually you, that is the biggest thing here. And that's where we're coming to now. We're starting to get to an understanding that we are a complete being by ourselves, separate from other people. So yeah, the queen is going to sit up on her throne and she's going to observe that there is water around, but she's going to know exactly what water she's taking from. She has her cup. She has her own. Don't make me be corny. I love her because she got her own. Okay? But like, she has her own. And the next card is the Four of Cups, right? So this is the oops, I didn't know I had a blessing, right? Sitting there behind the tree, big as fuck. Dude, like, let's just look at like think about the sizing and like that cup is really big. Like it's a hand coming out of a cloud. Huge, 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 huge blessing. I feel like maybe I don't give this card enough credit, like what it deserves, because it's like you're looking at these cups, and in other traditional cards, these cups will be spilled over, and it's like focusing on that. No, 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 no. I'm thinking about the Five of Cups, which actually is after this, so it's very valid. But thinking that this is all you got, right? Maybe the cups aren't spilled over, and that's what Spirit wants me to bring attention to. But like, think about that. Like, you think that this is all you got? You got a whole other big cup over here, and let me tell you what this cup is. She's the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning. This is something that you can make a future out of. And what's under that, the Oracle card describing that card, is Justice. Because this is your justice. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what we have been waiting for. I'm putting myself into this. I'm in this. I'm in this. Yes. Yes. Because oh my god, and I didn't even realize in the whole reading we have 4 queens. Oh yes, because the justice is a queen, baby. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going, but like, there's a lot more blessings than we even understand are here. Oh, well, that's the 4. That was honestly and truly me trying to be funny. It was not. I was not saying that. There's more blessings than we know. Okay, so let's go on. The inside dialogue, right, is that you're starting to get to understand. Oh my God, there's a huge ass blessing that I don't even totally realize is like on my ass. And like, I just don't know. If you don't know, you can't act like you know. So I think and actually, let me walk that back. You can act like, and you can manifest when it is that you understand that there is a huge blessing on that ass. Like, there is something that is waiting for us, and we just have no clue about it. But I think that where it's coming from is this Queen of Cups. The fact that she is here saying, well, at least I know who I am. And while all of this shit, shitty shit is going on, this mucky muck of life is happening, it's like, well, I know who I am. And yeah, that's what I was forgetting. That's what I wasn't realizing. Like, I have 2 5s here making a 10. And 5 itself is change. And so in tarot cards, 5 is more like seen as a negative thing. However, I think that, and I'm not trying to like be woo woo, I really do think that this is not what we think it is, right? Yeah, I'm getting all the clues now. So the next card that I have in the present is this 5 of Passions, 5 of Wands, because the 5 of Wands is about, and I like to think about it like this: pretend that all 5 of these people are you. All of them are one person. And do you see, not a one is in parallel with the other. All of them are conflicting. They're all going just just different ways. And this is supposed to be one person. Absolute malarkey. Okay, absolute malarkey. And so that is what's happening right now. The mucky muck. This is what I feel like even the Queen was speaking on. There is a lot of dry land around. Are those rocks in the background, baby? Are those mountainous areas, Just like, girl, just rocks, baby. Rocks are around. And you're sitting on your throne like, oh my God. Well, I know where my water comes from. I know what I'm acting out of. I know why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. I don't get why these other humans are acting these ways, but I get me. I get what I'm doing now. And I think that if you are reflecting how I feel, which I know that I'm included in this reading, then it's like it takes a focal point. Like, the world will want to tell you like 2 things, like either pay attention to the pain or forget the pain. And they try to gaslight you over here with forget the pain, and then they try to gaslight you over here with you are in pain, right? You're in such pain that I need to make this money to help you, right? Or over here it's like, oh, there's no such thing as what you're. Slavery's been over 400 years ago, babe. Get with the times, you know? Gas the fuck light, right? Acting as if, you know, the scene hasn't already been set, like things haven't been done. And now you want to just, you know what I'm saying? And so you want me to start anew as if I haven't experienced the things that I have. That's not how life works. This right here, the Empress that comes under that to explain that, is talking about you being, you are fertile myrtle, honey. You got that blessing from over here. Fertile myrtle, new beginnings. That shit is just waiting for you to like uncover it. That shit is literally just waiting for you to uncover it. And this is like the present, and in the future it's like you are going to provide for yourself. You are going to be providing for yourself, because I have the 5 of coins, which is normally like, you know, separation, you know what I'm saying? It's normally like a left out in the cold, like you are left out. But what's explaining it is the Page of Pentacles, honey. Left out. Ooh, I'm so alone in my high rise. You know, it's that type of feeling. It's like, it's very like, how do I say? It's like, oh, I suffer in the way that this coin is too much. Who's going to do my taxes? Oh! That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. It's giving, how do I bear? How do I bear under this blessing? You know? And the way that you're going to use the thing that we're going to get out of it, that it's going to physically look like, honey, is the Queen of Swords. That's what it's looking like. You look like so Canta La Rosa that they're like, oh no, that's King Queen to you. That is King Queen of Swords. King Queen of Swords? Oh, are you talking about King of Swords, or are you talking about King Queen of Swords? Which one are you talking about? The Princess of Swords? Knight of Swords? I have never heard of any Queen of Swords. It's the King Queen of Swords, right? Yeah, she's an unofficial king. You need to know that. You understand? So there's judgment here. There's judgment happening here. That's what it's going to come off. That's what you're going to come off as. But baby, don't you fucking stop. You hold it. Hold your position. Because this is when it's actually a good thing, right? Because you're going to be like, baby, if that's not benevolent to my purpose, honey, if it's not benevolent to my purpose, okay, next. Is it benevolent to my purpose? It can live, it can stay, let it through. Right? Starting out as the Queen of Cups, where we're understanding ourselves spiritually and what it takes to be ourselves, and how it's that the world is different, right? The world is other from us, and that's okay. But we have to maintain our own elasticity, our own shape. We have to structure our own structure. We have to maintain our own structure no matter what is going on around us. We have to go back to center. Oh, so the other day I was looking at this post, and I really wish I knew what this guy's name was. He was fine, but they were fine. They were like, okay, well, there is a traveler, and I gave this. Okay, all I have to say is that basically, the things that the person that you had to become in order to get through tedious times in life, that person has to be let go of before you move on in life. Because that person is not you. We have to stay neutral. And what the world loves to forget, because they're always asking each other, how are you? Even though they don't want to know, right? So like, we have to remember that we may feel attached to certain energies that we witness in the world. But baby, it's not until we take that energy in and input and then do an output, do we understand what that energy is for ourselves? And this world will say that if you even touch that gay person, you are gay, right? If you even dabble, right? You as a devil worshiper. That's the end, honey. And people love to, like, you know what I'm saying? And okay, wait. I do want to say this. I want to put this here. And I'm sorry to say this. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say this. All right. I'm, you know you can't cancel people, right? I'm just saying. And you know me. Like, I'm not somebody who's like, I'm not a conservative. I'm not one of these people who are going to like pretend that like people aren't going through pain and could use reparations. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, this is a world where, we try to like just turn somebody off. It doesn't make sense. You can't do that. You can stop buying from them. You can stop interacting with their feeds or whatever, but you literally can't turn somebody off and unaliving them. And you don't have the right to unalive. Okay, that's a lot. That's very, very far. That's like 12 subjects over, 5 books over. Yeah. So it's like, we just have this habit of working against ourselves, okay? Because the thing that has never corrected anybody is the jail system that we call the correctional facilities. And we have never tried to correct these people. We have never tried to make their lives actual better or teach them something. No, because that would be actually using our, like, making sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we don't do that. All I'm saying is we have to stay neutral. Stay in the center. This is the God region, okay? If you are familiar with Kabbalah, then you want to stay in that God center, okay? So you are always relaying up to spirit and then receiving, filling yourself up, okay? As like a receptacle, right? So from spirit, downloading, and then giving that out, spreading that. Then again, relaying back what you found and becoming the receptacle, taking that energy in fully, breathing that prana in, letting out that dis-ease, that disconnection, despondence, letting it out, and breathing in the light that is provided for you here, wherever you are. Our bodies are crystalline. I mean literally the animals just sit there and just lay in the sun, and we should too. This is beautiful for our bodies. Those with melanin, it does wonders for our skin. We just look like we're just wearing makeup. Okay. So I'm just saying that to say that we have to become neutral and okay with the energy that is naturally us and like who we are naturally, just loving it, all of the side pockets, all the fupas, taking it all in, y'all, okay, and then letting it out, okay, and then doing that process over and over and over and over, and when you're done doing it that many times, do that repetition times 10. And there you go. That's a lifetime lived. Ashe.